I will be demonstrating on how to put together a puzzle. Puzzles are good and useful because they can be relaxing, and they can be a solo or a group project, and they can be done by any ages, pretty much 4 and up. There are even puzzles for kids that can be done on the floor, and they're huge pieces. For example, this puzzle is 48 pieces, but it is 2 feet wide, the whole puzzle put together, and it is done on the floor. So the first step to doing a puzzle is picking out a puzzle. And a puzzle should be picked according to the size and your skill level. For example, if it's your first puzzle ever, even if you're the same age as I am, 21, you don't want to start with a 1,000-piece puzzle, maybe a 500 or a 300. A 1,000-piece puzzle is for more experience. Also, if it's your first time doing a puzzle, a more colorful puzzle would be better because it's easier and more distinctive to figure out where everything goes. The second is to choose a workspace based on the size of the puzzle, and each puzzle has the size and usually shows size of the puzzle. For this one, it says the average size piece is right here and how many pieces. And as you're doing that, you need to decide what you're going to do with the puzzle when you're done. Are you going to put it away? Are you going to glue it and make it and frame it? If you're going to just put it together, then pretty much any space will work. You need to have enough room, and it needs to be out of the way, especially if it's a bigger puzzle and it's going to take more than a day. If you're planning on gluing it, it's better to put it on the board or a cardboard that you're going to glue it on. That way you won't have to move it. The next thing you do is to sort. So the easiest is to take the edge pieces, such as this one here. It's got the edge right here. And you pick them out and you sort them out from the inside pieces. Once you have all those pieces, you make the frame of the puzzle, just like I have with this one. Now some puzzles, unfortunately, even if they're brand new, can be missing pieces like this one here. So you'll just have to work around them. Once you do that, the best way to sort the inside pieces is by color. For example, this piece has a distinctive color, and I'm going to look at the cover, and it shows that this piece goes about right over here. So I'm going to put that in a pile over here, and if I find another colored piece just like it, I'm going to add that onto the pile. Another reason why it's good to have a bigger space is because although my puzzle right here is pretty small, I also have all these extra pieces that I'm going to have lying around, and I don't want them falling onto the floor, and I want to be able to spread them out so I can see them all. The next is to do one section at a time, especially when it's a bigger puzzle and there's more distinct parts of the puzzle. If you, like for example, this one is a castle. So maybe I would start by doing the moon. And that way I won't be losing pieces, and that way I'll have that done and it'll be easier to put everything together. The next is to work in small doses. Some puzzles, especially big puzzles, can take days, and most people don't have the time to sit and work on a puzzle all day. So the best is to maybe do it an hour at a time, because otherwise it can get very stressful, and this should be a more relaxing activity. Admire your work. That's the last part. Admire your work. Most puzzles take a long time even if they're small. Personally, what I like to do is I like to set aside my puzzle, and I just like to leave it there so that I can admire it for a while, because I don't want to make a puzzle and then just put it all away. I like to keep it out for a while. Some people like to glue it and then frame it, which is good too, but the only thing is you can't do the puzzle again. The great thing about puzzles is anyone can do a puzzle. Anyone. Anyone can be good at it. All they have to do is practice. A lot of people that say that they can't do a puzzle, they say that because they don't have the patience to sit down and do it. There's nothing wrong with that, but to do a puzzle you need to be able to actually sit down and for a long time and concentrate. And that's a good skill to learn anywhere, because if you can sit down for an hour and work on a puzzle and concentrate on putting these little pieces together and finding out where they fit, you can sit down in a classroom and concentrate for an hour. You can read a boring textbook for an hour. It's just a good skill to learn. And after watching this, I hope you have better understanding of how to do a puzzle and can have fun with it, just like I do.